He is one of only 8 players to lead the league in home runs at least 6 times. He was also the MLB's modern home run champ until Babe Ruth came along. Yet today, hardly anyone mentions his name when discussing the greatest sluggers of all time. This is the story of Gavvy Cravath, also nicknamed Cactus. Clifford Carlton Cravath was born on March 23, 1881, in Escondido, California. He later became the first player in the San Diego area to play in the majors. While playing in the minors, he picked up the nickname Gavvy when he hit a ball that killed a seagull. Sports writers spelled Gavvy with 2-letter V's, emphasizing that it rhymed with savvy. At the end of the 1907 season, the Boston Red Sox bought his contract. He was a 27-year-old rookie when he debuted for the Red Sox in 1908. However, by August of that year, his contract was sold to the Chicago White Sox. He played in 94 games and was batting .256 with 10 doubles, 11 triples, and a .136 OPS plus at the time of the purchase. He batted .180 in 19 games in Chicago and was traded to the Washington Senators in the middle of the season. He played only 4 games with the Senators and was sent to the minors. In 1910, he batted .291 with the Minneapolis Millers of the American Association. He spent 1910 and 1911 with the Millers. Something clicked with Cravath in those 2 years as he learned to hit to the opposing field. He dominated the minors and in both years led the league in batting average, hits, home runs, and doubles. He also led the league in triples in 1910. In those 2 years, he batted .345, had 421 hits, 94 doubles, 26 triples, and 43 homers in 331 games. In 1912, 31-year-old Cravath returned to the majors with the Philadelphia Phillies. He batted .284, 30 doubles, 11 home runs, and 70 RBIs. He also stole 15 bases and led the league in assists with 26. The following season, he proved he belonged to the majors by having the first great season of his career. He led the league in WAR, hits, home runs, RBIs, slugging, OPS, and total bases. He narrowly missed a Triple Crown when he placed second in batting with .341 against Jake Daubert's .350. Cravath had a league-leading 5.7 WAR, but was runner-up in the MVP to Daubert, who had a 4.0 WAR. In 1914, Cravath led the league with 19 home runs and an OPS of .901. He also had an OPS plus of 162. It was the second consecutive year that Cravath led the NL in home runs. Meanwhile, in the American League, another slugger led the league in homers for the 4th consecutive year with 9. That slugger was Frank Home Run Baker. Baker got his nickname by hitting 2 home runs in the 1911 World Series against future Hall of Famers Christy Mathewson and Rube Marquard. Both home runs were hit at critical points of the series that led to Baker's team winning. Still, even without that cool nickname, Cravath kept on hitting home runs. In 1915, he had probably his best season ever. Cravath won 2/3 of the Triple Crown as he hit 24 home runs and had 115 RBIs. He led the league in WAR, runs scored, walks, on-base percentage, slugging, OPS, and total bases. He also led the league in assists for the 3rd time with 34. Unfortunately for Cravath, the league did not issue MVP awards that year, but Cravath led the Phillies to their first pennant. In the World Series, however, he went 2 for 16 with 6 strikeouts. The Phillies lost the series to the Boston Red Sox 1-4. Cravath narrowly missed winning his 4th consecutive home run title in 1916. He hit 11 and placed second to Cy Williams of the Cubs and Dave Robertson of the Giants, who both hit 12. But he would return with a vengeance and led the league in homers for the next 3 seasons. He had 12 in 1917 and 8 in 1918. In 1919, he only played in 83 games, but still led the league with 12 home runs. He also took over as player manager for the Phillies late in the season and the next. In 1920, 39-year-old Cravath would play his last season in the majors. In 45 at-bats, he hit 1 home run and drove in 11 RBIs. He still batted a respectable .289. He finished his career as a player manager with 91 wins against 137 losses. Cravath retired with a WAR of 32.9, a batting average of .287 with 232 doubles, 89 triples, 119 home runs, 719 RBIs, and an OPS of .858 in less than 4,000 career at-bats. Overall, he also hit 107 home runs in the minors, bringing his total to 226. He had 7 more for the Pacific Coast League. This makes him probably the first player to hit the 200 home run mark in affiliate baseball. He played in an era where high batting averages and stolen bases defined much of the game and its greatest players. However, as Cravath said, some players steal bases with hook slides and speed. I steal bases with my bat. In 1942, Mel Ott led the NL in home runs for the 6th time to tie Cravath's record. In 1952, Ralph Kiner broke this record with 7. And in 1986, Mike Schmidt led the league in homers for the 8th time to set the NL record. Babe Ruth still holds the all-time MLB record with 12. Cravath hit 92 of his 119 home runs in the hitter-friendly Baker Bowl, where the right field was only 280 feet away. This is one criticism levied against Cravath, that he played in an extremely hitter-friendly park. However, if we use OPS+, which accounts for how ballparks affect hitting and league-wide scoring conditions, we can see that Cravath has performed admirably well compared to many sluggers. Of the 3 men who tied and later broke Cravath's record of 6 home run titles, only Mel Ott had a better OPS+ with 155. Cravath had 151, while Ralph Kiner had 149, and Schmidt had 148. This statistic probably shows how undervalued Cravath has been. In 2000, he was inducted into the Philadelphia Phillies Wall of Fame. Unfortunately, he has never received enough support to get into the MLB Hall of Fame. Gavvy Cravath died on May 23, 1963. He was 82. Thank you for watching. Do you think Cravath should be in the MLB Hall of Fame? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps a lot.